Fresh Coast fans, thanks for tuning in again. Sorry it's been so long. It's been kind of a busy couple months, especially since Food Hammer. But we're going to get something interesting today. We had originally planned on playing some of the Iron Kingdoms RPG tonight, but through circumstances beyond our control, we had to change our plans a little bit. So Tau Forever, Muggins, and I are all up at Gamer Sanctuary to play some Warmachine. So let's see what Bat Rep 1 for tonight is going to have. We're going to start with Adam and Mike with some Retribution versus Khador. All right, we're going to have a bit of a colossal smackdown here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Adam wants to show off his brand new toy. We're calling it the action figure instead of model because, yeah, the Hyperion has LEDs in it. It's very well done, actually. The lights do some pretty wonderful highlights for it. And as always, Adam's stuff is beautifully painted. I love the pristine white. We're just going to ignore that one unpainted model. We've got, this is Adeptus Ron's Tier 4 list, though. We've got the Hyperion, Chimera and a Phoenix, 2 Arcanists, Eris is in there as well. There's some House Artificiers and the Magister, and a squad of the was it Firefall Archers, is that what they're called? Stormfall Archers, yeah, sorry. And the Battle Mages, of course. 50 points, not a lot of models. Hyperion was, what, 18? Yep. Wow, 18 points. And I'm always nervous about taking like my 12-point Thunderhead, so we'll see what the Colossal Smackdown is going to do today, but Mike has one of his own, so let's take a look. All right, here we have Mike's Khador. As he pointed out to me just a second ago, the Conquest is 19 points, one more. We'll see if the Spinal Tap rule applies there. It's one more. He's got Old Witch with Scrapjack, a full unit of Winter Guard with all the upgrades, Doom Reavers, some Kayaze Assassins, and the Underboss, Lady Iana and Master Holt making an appearance. Gorman the Wolf, and Reinhold is in there somewhere. Where is the little gobber? There he is in the back. Oh, and a War Dog. I love the War Dog. For some reason, I always take gleeful pleasure in killing the War Dog. Call me sick and twisted, but that's Warmachine. All right, and 50 points. A lot more models than Adams, but it's spread out a little bit more. More Jacks versus a lot more infantry. So it should be an interesting game. All right, here's a shot of my Cygnar for today. I'm playing with some old favorites as well, some new stuff. I've got Captain Kane, Epic Kane, with a pair of Hunters and a Squire attached to his group. I've got Gorman the Wolf and a squad of Rangers to boost up some of my rat here. We've got a Gun Mage Captain Adept, the Black 13, and a Gun Mage squad with attachment. They are going to be marshaled, or they will have an Avenger marshaled to them. And then we've got Arlen Strangeways with a Marshal Defender. So we've got lots of shooty jacks and a lot of light shooting. It's definitely anti-infantry. I'm going to be relying a lot on these guys to do some damage versus armor. Hopefully the idea is still to distract enough to get Kane in there for a Gatecrasher run. As always, I mean, it's a wonderfully tried and true tactic with this Cygnar. Right, here we are with a shot of the table. Got some woods on each side, some buildings to hide behind. A very balanced table. I think that really works well with Warmachine, considering it is much more of a competitive nature than 40k. Having balanced table sides are really good. We've got Adam's guys all lined up here. The Archers and Eris in the woods, and Doom Reavers advanced deployed over here. Big old massive Winter Guard right back there. All right, Mike has the first turn, so we will tune back in probably after both top and bottom in turn 1. All right, we're going to take a shot from the back end of the Conquest to see what Khador did. Gorman the Wolf dropped his smoke cloud around Old Witch, give her some protection. Stealth. Yep, stealth. So she's going to be a little harder to hit. She casts her Murder of Crows right there. That's what that ring is. The Winter Guard have Iron Flesh cast on them. And everything else advanced. The Doom Reavers ran up. The Kayaze are outflanking over here. And things are moving slowly but steadily like Khador does. All right, we're going to turn now to the bottom of 1 and see what Adam does in response and see if the lit up Hyperion can light some Khador up. All right, Adam's turn started with Hyperion. Taking some shots at the Doom Reavers. He rolled a crit with his big gun and vaporized the UA and one of the Doom Reavers. So they lost their tough and have to continue their berserk. The rest of his attacks missed. 2 more of the Doom Reavers died, I believe, to the Skyfall Archers. Is that what they're called? Stormfall. I can never get their names right. Stormfall Archers. Ron cast polarity shield on the Hyperion, and was it the
Force field on himself.
Force field on himself, and then the, what is this one called? I can't remember.
Force barrier.
He casts force barrier. Yep.
Within 3 inches.
Yep. Everything immune within 3 inches immune to blast. We're ignoring the painted guy again. And that's about it. A much more gradual advance, and taking some shots, hoping to whittle down some Doom Reavers. We're going to go back into turn 2 now and see what the Conquest can get himself in range and do some damage. Alright, top of 2 started with Old Witch giving Conquest 3 focus. Conquest advanced and took a shot at the Stormfall Archers and was just out of range. And thanks to Ron's goofy force field shenanigans, Adam just had it scatter way back away from him. So it did absolutely nothing. All that focus with no success. Doom Reavers charged forward and missed both their attacks here, and the other one did not charge. The Hyperion just kind of stepped into his way. Everything else just advanced. The Winter Guard have Iron Flesh still up kept on them, and they're bobbing and weaving. Scrapjack ran up. Old Witch moved out of the kill box, and Gorman dropped his smoke grenade again. That's about it. Holt and Iana are running up this way, and the Kayaze Assassins are trying to outflank. Okay. Nothing taken off the board. Oh, again, the little rings are from all the covering fire from the Colossals, or from the Conquest's little guns. Eris is hiding behind the building right over there. And Mike deliberately made it so if she tried to run through it, she's going to get hit. So we're going to move into bottom of 2 now, see what Adam can do when his big guns start coming into range.
Goofy shit like that.
All right, bottom of 2. Mike's, he says, brilliant plan works in slowing Adam down a little bit. Those 3 Doom Reavers that were left just made big enough roadblocks so that all of Adam's stuff got clustered up here and really couldn't do a whole lot. Hyperion advanced a little bit, took a couple shots at the Conquest, plinked off some armor. I think Adam just did just about as much damage to himself with the Phoenix's little fire burst to kill that last Doom Reaver, hitting Hyperion and knocking some shield points off it. But yeah, not a whole lot else other than Ron channeling his Force Hammer through the Phoenix and knocking the Scrapjack back 4 inches, knocking him down. Did a little bit of damage.
Iris had him disrupted too.
Yeah. Oh, Iris has him disrupted too, so that's always helpful. That's it. We'll see if the Kayaze Assassins can get in here this turn, maybe do something, and Conquest can keep moving a little bit closer. All right, top of turn 3, we see the Khador advancing again. Conquest put out some shots, dropped the templates, did some damage to the Phoenix. Holt and Iana and the Kayaze Assassins keep moving up this flank. I believe one of the battle mages was killed, right?
Yeah.
Two of them were killed. Okay. Back over here, though, the Winter Guard kind of stretched themselves all across this line here, and they did that to protect the Old Witch. Scrapjack was disrupted. It had gotten up and just ran straight forward to give her some range, and Old Witch used her spell to teleport herself next to him, and she used gallows on Eris and killed her. And the Winter Guard then did their bob and weave trick to run up here to kind of give her a line. And she popped her feet as well. So anything advancing is going to have a real tough time surviving. Not a lot of heavy armor in Adam's list, so the infantry that comes or moves within her control zone is going to be in for a world of hurt. So we'll see how Adam's going to respond to that in the bottom of 3. All right, game is over. Bottom of 3. We have a caster kill. Mike activated the Phoenix, moved in, took the... I'm sorry, Adam, thank you. Adam moved in and took the Power 14 hit on the Phoenix, just sucked it up through the shields, and had a shot over top of the Winter Guard to hit Old Witch, and rolled very, very well, and managed to kill her in a single shot from the Phoenix. So, yep, this is going to be game over. So we didn't have to see the Hyperion's lights go out.
It seemed kind of anticlimactic at the end.
Yeah, it was. I was sitting there. I'm all chilling on the side, waiting for the Colossals to get together. I know. It was looking like the 2 Colossals were going to come at it.
I rolled a 17 damage.
Yeah.
It was straight dice on 3 dice. I rolled 17 damage.
Yeah, 17 damage in 1 shot on Old Witch. She's not going to live. So, all right, we'll try to get another bat rep in, and
Mike will get his revenge.
Yeah, hopefully Mike can get some revenge. Yeah, that's right. When it counts, Mike's gonna win. So, all right, we'll see you in the next video. All right, here's game number 2. We're just gonna pack them into one longer video. Hopefully this one will be short and sweet too. I've got my Rangers over here ready to run up on the hill. Black 13 and Gorman. Gorman's going to give them some concealment so they're in stealth. Arlen and his defender here. Kane in the middle, ready to give his hunters some support to shoot at that conquest. Yeah, I'm going to play Muggins in the Khador list, the same exact Khador list again. We're getting ready for a 50-point tournament coming up in a couple weeks, so we're trying out different lists and we're trying to be consistent with them. So that's about it. We got the gun mages in there, Avenger back here, ready to get out of the way, little monkey. Yep. Anyway, the gun mages are ready to do their job too. So I actually have first turn, so we'll tune back in after. All right, my turn was real fast. Everything advanced forward. Gorman dropped a smoke cloud on the Black 13, and the Rangers are up on top of the hill. The Hunters flanking on the side. The Avenger moved up, and Kane cast Blur on himself and is camping the rest of that focus. Everything's still pretty far away for Khador to be able to shoot me, so I feel pretty safe at this moment. All right, so let's go to Mike's top of turn, or bottom of turn one. Conquest moves up, drops a couple of his AOEs, and kills two of my Rangers with a scattered blast from his cannon. That's not hard when they're only armor 11. Kayaze Assassins moved up. Doom Reavers ran up. The Winter Guard, or actually Old Witch activated, cast Murderer Crows over here. And Wield of Fortune? Wield of Secrets. Wield of Secrets, sorry. Yeah, Wield of Fortune, that sounds pretty funny. Wield Secrets on the Winter Guard, so they have Pathfinder and was it armor buff? Defense buff. So now I'm sitting on the hill, they're doing all right. Pretty hard to shoot at them. Gorman throws a smoke cloud around that whole cluster. We got Old Witch, the dog, Ayana Holt, everybody in there is just hiding in the smoke. And that's about it. So we're going to move into top of turn 2 and try to whittle down some of these oncoming Khador. All right, top of turn 2. Cygnar gun line spreads out a little bit. I think all but one of the jacks stayed put to take some shots. The Rangers came in, and all the gun mages that I have took out the Doom Reavers and forced 3 different tough rolls on the Grey Lord, and he made them all. I did kill one Winter Guard over here with Kane, and then he gate crashed way back here to take some recover. I'm just concerned about the massive AOEs coming my way from the Conquest, scattering and hitting all my high defense, low armor guys. So we'll see what Mike has in store. We're moving to the bottom of turn 2 now. All right, Khador advances. The Winter Guard are impressive looking on the hill, planting their flag Iwo Jima style. Conquest took a shot at the Rangers, and it scattered back and actually took out one of the Kayaze Assassins. It hit 2 of them, but I actually rolled a double 1 on my my damage roll and failed to break through that awesome Armory 11. Similar thing happened to Mike actually over here with the Winter Guard Rocketeers shooting at my gun mages. One of them scattered way back and hit the UA and the guy right here in front of him. And he also rolled poorly and failed to break his Armory 11. Did manage to do 3 boxes to the UA, and a combined range attack did a couple to the Hunter, but everything is still fully functional and still pretty dangerous. So we're going to move now into top of turn 3. All right, top of 3. Old Witch had popped her feet, so I was really afraid to move anything even close to her. I'd had to get something in to contest the zone, though, or he was just going to win in his turn automatically. So the defender ran up, and he reminded me of that because Mike is a great guy. And I'm not joking. He's a great player. He will always remind you of that kind of stuff. Especially in a game like Warmachine, when both of us, even though he's played like 10 times more games than I have, he still calls himself a noob. So anyway, back to the game. The defender moved in just to kind of hold that objective, keep him from winning on points. And everything over here spread around, was shooting at the Winter Guard. You can see there's not a lot of them left on the hill. We did some pretty good damage. The Kayaze Assassins were taken out by the Black 13 with a nice combination of the flare attack from I believe that's Lynch, and then Ryan shooting her Spellstorm. Took them all out. It was a pretty good round of shooting from the Black 13. They definitely finally did their job. Yeah, I tried to keep the Rangers in line of sight and in range to help out the Black 13 a little bit by not moving them, because if they moved anywhere closer to help out, then they were going to get killed by Old Witch. And if they ended their activation in the range right there, they were going to be, or in those rings, they were going to end up being killed by the conquest shots. So I lost 3 of them, including the ones that were in range. So it was a moot point, but you know, that +2 to hit can be very, very nice. But like I said, everything else kind of just shot up here. The hunter shot at the scrapjack did a little bit of damage, not a whole lot. And then I cleared a path with my gun mages, and Kane pulled a focus off the squire, and he ran down here. Used True Sight to ignore the stealth and concealment from Old Witch. It's just in range. Popped his feet. If I had hit all 6 times that I could have shot at her, she would be dead. She only has 2 health boxes left. As it stands, 3. I'm sorry, 3. But he was the gun mages this turn were just ridiculously accurate and were high damaging. And Kane really was no exception. He really did a good job, considering she had all her focus camped on her. But she still has 3 boxes left. So let's see if Kane's defense of 17 is enough to keep him alive, and I can do something to Old Witch next turn. Hey, that's Warmachine. Sometimes you gotta play with some balls. If you fail, then you get castrated. So well, let's hope I go home with everything intact.
You don't want to.
All right, game is over. Bottom of 3. Yeah, leaving Kane open. It was a good try to get that assassination run, but didn't pay off for me in the end. Mike tried to knock my defender out of the control zone with a crit from the conquest. Did a ton of damage, crippled his right arm, but with Strange Ways back there, I really wasn't concerned about that. But a combined range attack from the Winter Guard on Kane dropped another 7 life off him, dropped him down to 1, and then a lucky shot from was it Master Holt, finished him off. Old Witch and Scrapjack hadn't even done anything yet. They would have easily been able to do it, barring some ridiculously bad rolls. Mind you, Mike is famous for making a consecutive string of ridiculously bad rolls, right when he needs to. So, but in this case, things paid off for him pretty well. But again, every game for me with Warmachine is a learning experience. So, trying out some of the some of my units that are newer to me, the Rangers and the Gun Mages. I thought they did pretty well. I'm really starting to like some of them, and I'm getting a feel for what I can do with Cygnar. But I just don't play Warmachine often enough. I think I'm going to have to devote some time in 2013. That might be one of my resolutions. And you know, maybe Mike needs a resolution to give up on the Bills.
No, we're going to make the playoffs this year.
Oh, sure you are. So are the Lions. Anyway, great game. Like I said, we're going to combine these 2 into one long bat rep. So we'll see you next time. I'm hoping to get some games of 40K in with Phil tomorrow. We're going to be practicing or playtesting some of the missions we're coming up with for a slow grow campaign that Fresh Ghost is hosting here at Gamer Sanctuary. So I will be doing more taping tomorrow, but the next video might not be up for a week or so. So we'll see you then.